Tolu Honiki. Tolu mi peperempe. Tolu mi peperempe. Ẹ bá mi kí Tolu mi Honiki. Ọmọ ọlọ́lá. Ọmọ anáwó fún mi pàṣípàṣí. Ọmọ ọlọ́lá. Tolu mi. Tolu mi. Tolu mi. Ó yẹ kí gbé fún Tolu Honiki. Èèyàn mi. How far? Mrs. Linda Peperempe. Come. Hey, all of you. Go and buy my money gun now. Oh yeah, pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. Oh yeah. Time to pop that money gun. Let's make some noise. Eh? Tolu Honiki, sister of life. Àwọn èèyàn mi, Mrs. Linda, Josh Esekda, Josh of life, Buki Sote. Àwọn èèyàn, àwọn Peperempe. Eh? With great joy in my heart. Josh Esek just the join. After we don't heal him since. In just the join now. Pure heart became into beast, my sister. Belinda, Belinda. Oh, Belinda. Belinda, Belinda. Oh, Belinda. I want to heal everybody wake up my life now. Make una feel special. Belinda, Belinda. Oh, Belinda, you are not dancing. Fumi, how are you doing, my sister? This one sweet me. Person they abroad now, they talk, say they don't fit deport them. They make mouth. So I'm a citizen of Canada, they cannot deport me. They don't put you inside sheke now. You know better make they deport you, at least they go respect you for your country. Nigeria, we they forgive quick. One come and cook baju fún ẹ. Now I cook baju fún ẹ bí mẹ́rin. Tó ju ẹ ti ń pò yìí. One come feel ẹ ní pé ó God ni. Now I cook baju fún ẹ tán. One come ó God ni. I said they go just talk am. Oh God ni. Canada. And they're not going to even allow you work for old people. You will want buy people. We don't talk am for public say if you buy people. Tamade and Dino, if they swear for you, you no fit comot yourself inside the course. As in, if they swear for you, you no fit comot yourself inside the course. You can't go publicly. Go talk, say you won't buy Yoruba, you won't buy Benin. Normally, we know say Amaka they disappoint. But ti wa jeba into your long. I can't see picture where they hold am, police hold am and say, hey, I'm a citizen. Ojo eti Johnson. Nigerians. Let me tell you something here. I say this all the time to everybody. Come, where is Ada blessing? Don't take since I see Ada. Make una help me check on Ada. Where Ada? And I don't see Ada. I never see Ada. I don't think. Okay, I saw Shupo. I don't see Ada. I don't see Simply Vic. Have they released her? I'm calling one of my friends who attended the court case. Make he give us updates. He attended the court case. He even sent it to me on Zoom. I was supposed to attend. But I wanted somebody in the courtroom. Go. Ogogo Jacinta. Ogogo Jacinta. Ogogo Jacinta. I'm in a good mood today. I want to hear the full gist from this my guy before I go any further. Now, you see, one thing I need you all to understand now is okay, I wanted to talk to all of us that are living abroad now. You have to do something for people within Nigeria. Every single person where they abroad now, make una stop to the help una self. Make una start to the help Nigerian people now. This matter I'm saying is not a joke. I don't know how people are surviving. 100K, they finish like 8K now. 100K, they finish like, as in, are they panic? 100K, they finish like 8K. Now for Nigeria. You just have to help people back home, all of you abroad. Just pick somebody from this life that is living in Nigeria and just show some love. You just show some love. Chupo say in full tank na 75K now. Should you even see full tank? Me, I never even drive, come out, go buy fuel. Fuel don't dey. That's one of the beautiful things of living at home. Me, I go just reverse my motor inside sun. That's what I did today. Park my car inside sun, make heat, so that I no go get mold. Park and back inside garage, cover them. I no dey even come out for us. I thank God. You see, when I was building the Daddy Freeze formula, that's why they talk say when you walk with God, you understand his revelation, his direction, and his instruction so clearly. I was working from home before fuel started being expensive. I've always been working. I live my life in such a way that I don't need to go out more than once a week for groceries or for and you get the way things go hard. I go get groceries down the road. You guys don't understand how hard Nigeria is at this time, eh? I've never experienced it like this before. Fear they catch me. 10 million are nothing. I remember there was a time in my life when everything I owned was about 10 million naira. All my shares, everything. That time, dollar was about 120 naira. So $10,000 was like 1.2 million. So 10 million was like $80,000. I'm telling you. And everything I owned was about that 10 million. If you add my car, my not my car, my shares. It was mostly shares then. I don't get landed property that time. It was shares. And the minimum requirement for me to qualify to use one particular broking firm was that I must have 10 million. So I took everything I had there in shares was about 10.1 million. This was, I think, 2006. That 10 million was everything I own, everything. And today, if you give me 10 million is what I will charge you. Somebody sent me a message, said they want me in Abuja for a function. I charge them 10 million. The guy say it took us. I say, make it no vex. Say, I know if you reduce 1 naira inside. Person say, make I go Ibadan, go do event for Ibadan. I charge them 5 million because now my regular customer. The guy say, now 3 million they get. I say, make it no worry. Because 3 million look like big money. It not reach $2,000. I go leave my house, go Ibadan. Waste the whole day, sleep for road, come back. Tell her, say, Papa. When I first started charging, I was charging 1 million naira for my live. I remember one of my customers in America did not have naira. Normally, you pay naira. So he said, let me pay the equivalent in dollars. So I sent him my dollar account. He paid me $1,425. I can never forget. For 1 million naira. $1,425. That same person called me. He said, Daddy Freeze, I want to come. I said, Baba, now 2 million naira. I said, why is it so expensive? Now I call him. I said, come. It looks like it's more expensive. It's actually cheaper for you. I showed him his receipt. I said, do you remember when he paid me $1,425? Let's do the math now. $1,425. $1,425 times 1,610. 2.3 million. So if I tell you to pay me 2 million, I'm actually cutting 300,000 off for you. It just looks like it's more money. It's actually less money. There are people in Nigeria that are suffering. All of you who don't jackpot, God don't do them for you. God don't butter your bread. People for Nigeria, that $10, if you send them come house, now 16K. That $10, now 16,000 naira. Somebody go chop for like 3-4 days. Go imagine, say you send person $100. That's 160,000 naira. That's 2 months on the new minimum wage that has not yet been approved. You have fed a family for 2 months. You don't understand it. I thank God for the fact that He has taken care of me and has directed me and instructed me in such a way that I am shielded from the hardship. But if I am shielded and the rest of my neighbors are not, which day are they not going to want to eat me? A forward move for me alone is actually disastrous unless a forward move for everybody. I'm not one of those people that are quick to blame any government. I've said this from the beginning. Nigeria is ungovernable. Anybody that got there would have struggled equally. Forget any story that anybody likes to paint things red. Me, I don't talk this thing from beginning. I know Nigerian problem. Nobody could have done a better job. Nigeria is in a mess. I'm not saying they are doing a good job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they are doing a good job. But I'm just saying that people are going to come and say another government would have done another thing better. They should shut up. Nigeria is a mess. Nigerians happen to Nigeria. A greedy set of people who are thinking of only themselves. I saw a petrol station. They were selling air. It was all over the internet. Sorry, my correspondent from that case is here. Bola, how far? Oh, follow me up, lórí ọ̀rọ̀ woman yẹn.
The last time I heard about
Can I put you live because people want to hear what you are saying? Can I just put you on speaker? Or surely join kò fún mi update kò kàn tí ẹ join lórí Instagram. Kí ló dé? Ò ń bẹ̀rù. Oh. Okay, let's do video voice call then. Mo kàn lè gbé sí speaker. But they no go see your face, they go just hear your voice. So at least give us the update of wetin dey happen with the woman. Call me in 5 minutes. 5 minutes is fine. At least get yourself together. All right. All right. My former colleague and brother worked with me for many years. He's at work, so I begged him to help me follow up that woman case. So he said he's at work, he cannot join Instagram, but he agreed to do a video, he agreed to be put on speaker in 5 minutes. So he'll give us the update of the woman we say she won't buy Nigerians for Canada. So back to what I was saying. Nigeria don't reach stage where we need to help one another. I'm not very quick to blame government. Sorry, it's Suya night, so yeah. Oh, you are at the gate. Okay. Somebody will call you. I'll send you gate pass. Somebody will call you. Oh, no, I didn't want to call. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Let me just... One of my kids will follow up the matter. Amara! Who is there? Let somebody come. My dad then will shout, Amaka! Meaning any child will be available. Who is there? Yeah, better picking. I know say now you go there. Oh yeah, coordinate this for me. I'm sending it to your phone.
How many are coming to
2, as usual. 1 for all of us, 1 for me and your mom. I love your mom more than I love you. I hope you know that.
Yes.
Come on, give me a peck for loving you. But loving your mother more. You are shy. And these children, they don't know how to hug, they don't know how to peck, they don't know how to, they are just... Come back here, where are you going?
My phone is here.
I've sent you the number, just call the guy, I'm sending him gate pass. Then the other one I'll coordinate for you. Once it's ready, I'll send you, so just be near your phone. Love you, darling. Come here. They cannot say the love. As in, I've never heard this kind of thing before. Come here. I love you, hello, Salo. One person, they owe me money, and they owe money, and I don't know how to tell and say, as this one, as any bank, they no agree open. I'm just stressed. Okay, I'll send the guy. Uh-huh. So back to where, hey, the other guy, they call me. So make I call him back. Uh-huh. Okay, never call me. I did wait for him. Okay, it was the old call. I thought it was a new call. So back to what I was saying, yeah. Nigeria is in a state right now. And trust me, I'm not going to join Natural Gambia. I love you too, sis. I'm not going to join anybody to blame the government. I despise it when people always look for the fall guy in a situation. It's him. Mm-mm. It's your pastors and your parents and your grandparents and your leaders that ate Nigeria to the ground, not the government. The government of Nigeria was not imported from Congo or from Canada or from Cote d'Ivoire or from Australia. The government was made up of people like you that are inherently dubious and wicked and selfish. Sometimes I feel sorry for these governments. They don't know wetin dey enter. Nigeria we no get formula. Motion to lotun law. Have you ever seen a knot before? Your shoelace knot as you dey unknot am, e dey knot for another place. You never see that kind of knot before. You sit down for 1 hour and you have only realized that you have tangled it more. That's so Nigeria be now. That's so Nigeria be now. I'm not saying we have good leadership. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also saying that there is no leadership that can solve Nigeria's crisis. The crisis be like terminal cancer. That's so the crisis for Nigeria don't be now. It be like that cancer where they no fit cut, they no fit chemotherapy, they no fit radiotherapy, they no fit immunotherapy. It don't enter everywhere. It don't metastasize every place. And don't mind all those your pastors saying it's spiritual problem. Don't mind them. They don't know what they talk. They've never known what they've ever talked before in their life. They don't say anything that. And then they will use it and say, God said, please ignore them. There's nothing spiritually wrong with Nigeria. It just be like marriage. You don't bad. They've caught you cheating. They caught you doing juju. They don't catch you the thief. So it is almost unrepairable or irreparable. That's the best way to put it. And yes, some people say we put them there. That's why we elected them. They are government. They should work. Baba, they work small. Nigeria's problem for me started with Obasanjo not having a third term. I warned people there. I said, this man, Obasanjo, is onto something. He's fixing it. But you see, you need to understand. That's why I tell people to watch Animal Farm, to read Animal Farm. You cannot understand government if you don't read Animal Farm. Because you need to have it broken down. You need to have the system broken down to you like you are a 5-year-old. Do you understand me? I'll tell you a story. And I'll use an allegory to tell this story. The gamekeepers in a game reserve were having dinner one night. A pride of lions was passing outside. And the lions decided to go and eavesdrop and hear what the gamekeepers were saying. So one of the gamekeepers said, I think we have too many lions. We need to reduce the population of the lions. There are too many lions. What we're going to do is we're going to go out tomorrow and we're going to reduce the population of lions by half so as to stabilize the ecosystem. Now the lions gather, they say, they won't buy us reach half. Now the lions gather all the other animals. Say, they pass JJO, gamekeepers lodge. Gamekeepers, they chop dinner. They say they want to reduce animals by half. They not lie, but they not tell the full truth. That is why half-truths are more dangerous than lies. Half-truths. Because the lion did not lie. The lion did not lie. So he gathered all the animals. Everybody come gather. They say, gamekeepers say they want to reduce animals by half. Now the buffalo get up. He say, lie, we no go agree. Which kind of nonsense is that? No, instead we will reduce their population by half. Now everybody say, yes, it's true. 9, the giraffe get up. Say tomorrow morning, more march go down their lodge, more buy them reach half. 9, the snake talk. More not buy them. More just drive them come out the game reserve. Now everybody say, the snake is right. No need to buy them. More just march go their house. Bring their house down. Drive them come out the game reserve. Now so all the animals come together. March go the game reserve. Rhino they charge. Elephant they run. Everybody just they march go. 9 gamekeepers see them they come. One of them jump on top in bicycle, begin the pedal, they go. You see, say the bicycle pedal in no reach. He jump from the bicycle, begin they use leg, they run. The other 2 enter inside motor, drive, they go. 9 the whole animals come, they bring down the whole lodge. Come light fire to the lodge. Lodge come burn. They come chase all the gamekeepers, come out the whole reserve. They come lock the gates. Everybody come go back inside reserve, go sleep. The next morning, giraffe wake up. He looking Peking. Peking don't go. He begin find the Peking up and down. He see where lion chopping Peking reach half. Now giraffe look the lion and say, why you chop my Peking? Lion say, na their food now. What you want me to chop? The next day, lion chop buffalo Peking. After that, they chop elephant Peking. Before you know, they don't chop everybody Peking. Nobody can get Peking again. The herbivores are not reproducing because as they born the Peking, there are many lions. So the lions all go quickly, just go catch the Peking. Lion no fit hunt giraffe or hippo or elephant. But that they are small Peking where they just born, we never feel run. They will just go carry and run. Now so lion take reduce the population of all the other animals. They themselves come the more the lion. Now because the lions are now so many, they come begin the hunt giraffe. Normally, a pride of lions will not attack a full-grown giraffe because they know say that in neck when they swing, like if he swing and give you anywhere where he meet, not condemn. But when you have 40 lions on one giraffe, which day they not go chop them? So the question now is, who recruited you to fight their war? It was not a war of the animals. It was actually a war that will favor the animals. It was a war against the overpopulation of lions. It was a war against the overpopulation of lions. But the lions sold it to you as it was your war. They got you to fight their war for them. The gamekeeper was on your side from the very beginning. The gamekeeper knew that lions have to eat and they needed a balance in the ecosystem. And yes, they will eat a baby giraffe here and a baby elephant there. But not that they will eat all the pickings of all the animals. People have used sentimental and emotional and tribal and religious sentiments to get you to fight their wars. None of the imported religions into Africa and Nigeria was brought peacefully. They were brought with manipulation and war. The more you study history, the more you'd understand that none of the religions was peaceful, or at least they were not given to us in Africa peacefully. So when the government wants to fight, they will use tribal sentiments. And I remember that Obasanjo time when Obasanjo wanted to do the third term. I was like, this guy is onto something. Let him work. They said it is our turn. They have done their own. Have you forgotten that they said Buhari, one of the sentiments that they didn't want you to vote for? I'm not saying Buhari did a good job. As a matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, of all the presidents we had, he was one of the slowest who did not understand what leadership was about, in my opinion. But they sold him with a sentiment. They said he was going to Islamize Nigeria. I beg you in the name of God. How? Do you remember when Buhari wanted to enter? They said he was going to Islamize Nigeria. That he was going to make Nigeria a Muslim nation. And people fought that thing. They sold that as a narrative. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? It was a political move sold from a religious sentiment, knowing that you as a Christian will not want Nigeria to become. Let me tell you something. If you ask me, if they bring a president that is going to Islamize Nigeria, but Nigeria is going to be better, the dollar is going to be 1 naira to $1. Please let them Islamize with the one we are doing. How sensible is it? And of course, nobody can Islamize Nigeria. They failed to see that he was the first Nigerian president who had a running mate, a pastor. Once they sell sentiments to low-brained people, the people run with these sentiments, waiting for make Nigeria better. They fight them. They used Yoruba sentiments. Obasanjo is Yoruba. Obasanjo is Yoruba. It's time there are 3 zones. There is this zone, there is this zone, there is this zone. Why do you think they quickly brought in Yaradua? Obasanjo cannot do a third term. Obasanjo cannot do a third term. It is unconstitutional. Shut up. You see, let me tell you something. I don't believe in democracy. I believe in anything that works. If it's working, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Paul Kagame has been president for how long? Go to Google. When did Paul Kagame become president? Paul Kagame took office on the 22nd of April, thousand. He has been in office for 24 years. Has Rwanda worked or not? Paul Kagame has been president of Rwanda for 24 years. Somebody saying Rwanda is not as diverse as Nigeria. Your diversity is your problem. I came out one day 5 years ago. I said personally, if I become president of Nigeria, the first thing I will ban is intertribe marriage. You cannot marry from your own tribe. If you marry from your own tribe, you will go to prison. Ọlọ́run ọba ń gbọ́. That diversity will end in 10 years. As a Hausa man, you are not allowed to marry from the north. As a Yoruba man, you are not allowed to marry from the west. So it's either you go to the Akwa Ibom, you go to Igbo land, or you go to Hausa land. You cannot marry. You will go to, I think in 5 years, 10 years, people going to go jail or long. The guy is here. Yeah, Bolarinwa, how far, brother?
Yeah, I did, boss. How is it going?
Very good. So what's the update with this woman?
Okay, so was it on Monday? On Monday, she was supposed to come in person into court, but it was a public holiday, so the court session was held, but she had to join via Zoom. So one of the people that attended couldn't stay all day. They didn't know when she was going to be called for trial. So in the end, people were told to go home if they want to go and can join via Zoom. So the following day, which we also expected, she eventually appeared, and she was represented by our lawyers, not just one lawyer, 2 lawyers to represent her because of the gravity of the case, and it was the safest thing to do for her as well. So in the end, she was granted bail. And she was allowed to go back home. But there's going to be another session for her sometime next month. I have not confirmed the date, but she's going to reappear in court for the continuation of the trial. So this is the amazing thing, and I have to say, we should all learn from what happened to Amaka. You know, things can easily go viral, even when you mean it or when you don't mean it. So in the end, she was able to defend herself about the comments, why she made it, and she also apologized that she didn't really mean what she said, which was the safest thing to do as well. But it was very funny because the court had to give her the bail or grant her the bail because she also, her lawyers brought so many instances and evidences where people have made similar threats. And they were never invited, they were never arrested. It was just taken lightly. So our case was, why was she singled out for the same thing when people had made maybe even worse threats on social media? Unfortunately for her, her own case was taken out and it trended. And we know nowadays in the social media world, if you mistakenly trend for the wrong things, you will most likely get the unwanted attention, which is what happened to her. But she was able to bring instances from as far as Austria and some other European countries where people made similar threats. So it was accepted in court. And the funny thing, I mean, the stress thing, or maybe the thing that most of us didn't expect, one of our lawyers actually, I'm sure this is not even in any social media space or media space at the moment. One of our lawyers actually sued Abike Dabiri, who is the chairman of the
diaspora people's yes, Auntie Abike.
Yes, the diaspora body. So she's the head, And one of the lawyers sued her for $500,000. And you'll be wondering, why was Abike Dabiri sued? Which is the same question that I asked. Why did you sue Abike Dabiri? So the case, of course, when it comes to court, forget the emotions, forget the hearsay. You need to present the facts. You need to present the evidence. You should be able to prove whatever you are bringing to the table. So the lawyer argued that Abike Dabiri singled out Amaka when other people have made similar comments outside of Nigeria. Because people will say, well, people make so many threats every day in Nigeria, it all goes away, nobody follows up. In truth, Abike Dabiri is not responsible for what happens inside Nigeria. She's responsible for what happens outside of Nigeria. So, just a second, 1 second.
Omoga, we are just hearing this update for the first time. Sue Abikeke. But law can take a very funny turn.
Hello, Daddy Freeze?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So, Abike Dabiri was one of the lawyers. She had two lawyers. So one of the lawyers sued Abike for singling out her when others have done similar things. So the funny thing is, the courts or the Canadian government, according to the polls that I have also decided to write particularly the Austrian government, because one of the evidences she put out was that people do the same thing, and she was simply playing amongst her friends who also make similar comments. She was caught in the heat of the moment and simply made it, and she didn't mean it. And she also apologized for making unguarded comments on social media. So, of course, the Canadian government, with the investigation going on, they've already written the Austrian government to follow up on the other people who made similar comments in that country, if it is true or not, and what the Austrian government did about it. So, I think it's still developing. She still has another day in court. But in the end, with my own understanding and with the arguments that she presented, she may just have avoided a jail time. Because in Canada, according to the law, when you issue a threat, you may go, you may be sentenced to 2 to 5 years in prison. The minimum you get is 2, and the maximum you get is 5. But you have to be found guilty of actually making death threats.
Kpai threats, Kpai, just say Kpai.
Sorry about that.
Kpai threats,
So if you make a threat to buy anybody, then you can actually get well, in Ontario, by the way, because Canada has different laws in different provinces.
Yes.
But in Ontario, it could be up to 2 to 5 years. So that's the latest from my findings. Haven't gone to the court and also followed the story. So it's going to be.
Where was the court located? What part of Canada is the court located?
So the court is the Ontario Court of Justice at Finch Avenue West in North York, Ontario.
Okay, so you actually went to the court yourself, and
yes, I was in the court on Monday, and I was there on Monday. I was even surprised because I've been to the court only once. So for this particular one, because of the interest that it generated. Hold on 1 second, sorry.
Oh man, breaking news.
Yeah, that's Freeze.
Yes, I can hear you.
My kid just came back from school, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, young. So I was there, but I've only been to the court once. So when I went there the second time, I was surprised with the number of people. In fact, let me say Nigerians that came to the court because of the interest that it garnered all over social media. So they were there to see the lady in question, hear her, and there were also mixed reactions, mixed comments, mixed opinions about what she did. Many actually believed that she didn't mean what she said. And to be fair with you, and to be very sincere with you, I don't think she meant what she was saying on social media. But in Yoruba, they used to say something, I don't know how to translate it. You can't just, can't say anything you like on social media because it's others are saying it, or you just want to make have an effect. Because according to what I heard from the TikTok live, it was they just took out that part. They took out that part and they made it trend. There was a conversation ongoing before that, and she was just caught. She was caught between saying things that could also ginger his own fellow, or also get back at people saying something similar. And of course, it was taken out of context. Even though it's hard to say it was taken out of context, because it was clear what she said about, saying people of Yoruba and Benin descent in Nigeria at workplace, and stuff. So yeah, it's basically what it is at the moment. So yeah, on the day so many people came, the interest was huge. In fact, they were surprised at the call, like, okay, what's happening here? Today's a public holiday. Why is everybody coming? So everybody got to know that it was actually her case. But in court, they can't, even though they gave the time as 10 up, you always say, man, no. Different people with different wildlife of life, different crime. At times the crime will say, okay, this one, you are going to be remanded. This one, you are released. Different issues. It was just, in my mind, I'm like, man, I know the funny thing, some were even joining, for our own case, he also joined from the cell because she couldn't come in person. So I'm sure that there's a last screen in the solitary cell. You join, you speak. If you don't want to speak, your lawyer speaks, and the crown makes a decision, or his decision on what to do next. But in our own case, she was granted bail, and the case will still continue in court next month.
Okay, I sent you a picture. Is that her being held by police? I sent it to you. Oops, I sent it to my Suya guy. Sorry. Bolarinwa. Okay, I'm forwarding the picture to you. Let me delete it from. Is this her?
No, this is not her. This is fake.
Oh, okay. That is not her.
No, this is not her.
Okay.
Nowadays, you don't believe everything you see on social media. It doesn't even look real. This is obvious. Social media is funny. Even the picture that looks real is the one you should investigate more these days. With AI, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
With AI is make believe. You are actually going to believe it at first sight, and it's a fake picture. This one is not even hard to detect. But there are some that you are almost convinced it is the person in the picture, and it's not. So this.
I truly appreciate. Yeah. Thank you very much, and please keep us posted. Me and you go to talk for the background, ladies and gentlemen. That was Bolarinwa Olajide reporting all the way from Canada, keeping us updated with what's going on. Now, what do you think Abike Dabiri's reaction would be before you go to the court case?
You mean the counter suit?
Yes. Yes.
It's not even a counter suit. It's actually a suit because Abike never sued. She just called for arrest and investigation from the Canadian police.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you see, when it comes to anything legal, law, court, I don't think even Abike Dabiri will be found guilty because at the end of the day, she can simply say
she was doing her job.
And it was not brought to me. The other cases that they claimed in other parts of the world where people made threats, she will simply say, well, based on my own knowledge and some of the, my lawyer friends, she will simply say, I wasn't aware. If I was aware, I would have followed through as well. But this one, I was aware. They gave me the details. They gave me the facts. And I followed up with, I wrote a letter to the mayor of Brampton. I wrote a letter to the Canadian police. And there was also a letter that came from the House of Rep about the same issue. So, but, lawyers would always do their job. The prosecutor, the defendant, they will always find a way. So I think it was just, the lawyer was like, okay, Abike Dabiri, you say you're doing your job, but you're not doing your job on all quarters. It's a witch hunt. You singled out Amaka for this treatment, which is not fair, and we're going to sue you for, what's the term now? Is it defamation? I don't know.
Yeah.
But they just want to sue her too for. And to be very fair, Abike got it too, and she was very swift in acting. I don't know why, but she just swung into action, wrote the letters, and it was taken up. But when it comes to country matters, countries always take it serious. If a country writes another country, they don't take it with levity. They take it very seriously. So when the letter came from the Nigerian government, the Canadian government acted. And like I said, in the same spirit, the Canadian government have also written to the Austrian government, according to reports, about some of the claims that Amaka made in her own testimony on the issue. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Abike will get her own lawyer to prove the case. And if you can't prove it that she didn't do the same to other people that said it in other countries, then she also goes free. But court matters is never ending. It goes
Yeah,
on and on
nobody
and
can
on and on.
tell the
Nobody
way
can tell where it's going to end.
the pendulum of the court will swing.
Unless it is overwhelming, unless it is clear as day, that's when the court will now make a decision and the case is put to bed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I would love to hear from Abike Dabiri right now. My lovely sister, please would like to hear from you. If you can come to my live, it will be nice. If not, if you can send a letter, I'll read it out. I just want to know what the update is. Now, Bolarinwa, knowing the way Canada works, and you've been in Canada for a minute, do you think that this case, whether she gets convicted or not, could affect the way she is, could affect her marketability when it comes to future prospects for getting jobs?
Well, it depends. We can't really tell until a decision is made by the courts. It's very straightforward. If the court finds her guilty, then it's going to affect her in all ramifications. If she's guilty, there's a good chance that she'll, spend jail time, and yeah, it won't be so good for her going forward. That's if she's found guilty. But if she's not found guilty, then in the eyes of the law, she has not done anything wrong. But within our, colleagues or friends, they may have a different opinion about her. This is now one-on-one. In the eyes of the law, she's free. So it's easy to predict that. But for now, according to the law of the country, she has been granted bail and the case is still being heard. So when we get to the end of it, then we can project what could happen to her when it comes to, a present job or future job or what she wants to do in the future. Conviction is a different thing entirely. At the moment, we can't tell until we get to that point.
Okay. Now, what if she has her she hasn't gotten her citizenship? Can this prevent her from getting her permanent residency or her citizenship, as the case may be?
If she's convicted, yes, it can affect a lot of things, not just citizenship. If she's convicted or anybody is convicted for any crime, it will affect a whole lot of things in your life. So conviction is never a good thing unless you receive a pardon. But people get their permanent residency revoked. Even citizenship can also be revoked. It's possible, but the height of if you are a citizen and you get convicted of a crime, the chances of revocation is actually low, but you most likely spend the jail time in your country of citizenship. So that's how it works. It's very rare, unless maybe it's I don't know if I can mention that word, but if it's it starts with T. It starts with T-E-R.
Oh yeah. That one with the T. I get you.
If it's that one, then now you've committed a crime against the country itself.
Yeah.
So
that could have dire consequences.
Exactly. But if it's not severe, I'm not saying what she did could be severe or not. But if even if you check online, I'm sure it should be somewhere. Maximum penalty for threat in Ontario. Once you serve that, if you're convicted and you serve the jail time, then everything is well and good. Now it now depends on how the community sees you after that. If a conviction follows the case.
Okay, Bolarinwa, thank you so much for this. I appreciate your time. Please, it's a Friday. Go and spend time with your family and have some fun and relax. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, another dimension don't enter now. Say Abike Dabiri has been sued according to Bolarinwa's report. So I like to hear from Abike, and I like to hear from, I don't even know what to say again. Oh, this is strange. Oh. So let me bring in a couple of people, just one or two people to just say one or two things, and we end for the night. So I have Precious here. I'll bring Femi too. Hello, Chini, how are you doing?
Hello.
Can I please
Good
see your
evening,
face?
Daddy Freeze. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Can I please see your face?
Okay, sorry, I don't know. The light is not actually bright here.
Where are you?
I don't know if you can see.
I can see you.
I'm
Where
in
are you?
Imo State.
Hey, you are
I'm
with
in
us
Imo
here in
State,
Nigeria.
sir. Owerri.
Yes.
Yes, so I'm in Owerri.
Okay, go ahead.
Daddy Freeze, I'm actually the lady that has been commenting that I'm a pregnant woman and I really need assistance. Please.
Where is the person
I
that
can
gave
show
you
you
belly?
my tummy.
The person will give you belly.
I'm
Where is
married,
it?
though. I won't lie, I'm married, though. I'm married, but
But what is
Daddy
the
Freeze, I
problem?
won't lie to you. Things have been so rough, and my
Doesn't your
husband
husband
lost
have
his
a
job for
job?
some time now. For some time now, he is not with any job, but he's still looking out for one.
Okay, where is your
So it
husband?
has not been easy. I have one child already. He's not home now. Like I said, he has just been traveling and looking out for work.
Okay. We're having a very
He's not
serious
home with us now.
conversation. We cannot have you today. Maybe tomorrow or some other time you join. We are talking about a very serious national matter. And
Oh, okay, sir.
yes, so I know you are, according to your claim, you are in a tight spot, but let's focus on Nigeria matter. Right now, everybody in Nigeria is in a tight spot. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my dear sister. So take care of
And
yourself.
I'm sorry
Let's get back.
to interrupt you.
Oh, yes, yes, was a bit of an interruption.
I'm
Take care, my
sorry
sister,
about
and
that,
God
sir.
bless.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
Right now, I'm even extremely cautious about the kind of charities we do. Everybody now is a charity case in Nigeria. Everybody's a charity case. So even I have to be extra careful. And this is not the conversation for today. So let's help her, let's help her, let's help her. No, 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 no. If everybody here in the comment section were to cry, I've seen this tendency. People rush to the social media and then people want to help them. There are people that need help. Calm down. Everybody in Nigeria right now needs help. You understand? And I don't want to hear, we are talking about something important. People should not use this medium to come on my live and solicit for funds. It will not be tolerated. And if I find out that anybody sends anything from this live, I will permanently have you blocked. So I bring in somebody, next person I bring in, and the person now says, we are having a conversation. This conversation should be about the conversation. Okay? This is, as far as I'm concerned, manipulation. I bring you live to talk about something so important, and then the first thing you talk about is that you are pregnant. No be me give you belle. No be me give you belle. Unless na me give you the belle, then you can now call and say, Daddy Freeze, the belle where you give me. So please, it is emotional. Somebody, if she had come to my live, she had come to me through my DM, and I'd talked to her and I picked her and I say, okay, I understand your case. I'm a very generous person. I'm a very nice person. I would help, but I see this as manipulation. In the middle of a heated argument, there are 500 people online. We are talking about a breaking story. And then the next thing is you need help. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. I will show you my stomach. That the fact that you are pregnant does not qualify you for funds. I need to know you. I need to know your circumstance. I need to investigate you. If you say you've not had a job in so many months. We have a woman that we spent 3 million naira on her leg that was rotten. Till now, the leg is still rotten. She needs money for surgery. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry to put it this way. You have a husband. You see Nigeria as a B, and you go carry belle. Anybody will carry belle inside Nigeria as Nigeria be like this. Me and you, I go ask you many questions. No. Your husband no get work, but you fit carry belle. No, they tell ourselves truth. So please, let this be the last time this happens again. If we're having a mild conversation or we are gisting and you come, not when we are in the middle of Abike Dabiri and Canadian government and Austrian government, you come and you have not eaten. 99% of Nigerians right now need help. So if you want to help somebody, this woman cannot walk. We've done surgeries on her leg. Her leg is still rotten. I was talking to Tesba. I said, how do we help this woman? We've helped her once before. What else can we do? I have not finished taking care of people in the free nation. No. I have not finished taking care of people who have been with us for 4 years. I cannot, my children cannot be begging me for food that they've not eaten and I'll now be buying you food. It makes no sense. Someone said that the free used to have empathy. I have empathy, but I have too many people on my neck that I need to take care of, that I've not finished taking care of them. I see this as manipulative. You can't just come to my life. I'm the one telling you that I'm hungry. Things are hard. Come on. What were we talking about when we came to this show? Everything is hard. People can barely eat. So because you don't understand that, let me explain something to you. People pay me 2 million naira an hour to come to my life. Why? Because they will see people who they can talk to plug in to buy their products. You got that for free, and then you're going to walk away today with 1 million naira. Somebody will just say, oh my God, oh, I feel so sorry for her. 100K. Oh my God, 200K. Oh my God, 50K. Oh my God, 30K. Oh my God, she don't collect 1 million naira. She will go the next to go to Abraham life. It's very manipulative. For me to bring you to my life is either you are my friend. When Sabio came with his friend who had kidney issues, we raised over 4 million naira for the person. Because I know Sabio. I know Sabio is not going to he's not manipulative. I know him. If the case was not important, he would not table it in front of us. I cannot solve everybody's problem. I'm not Tinubu. You did not elect me into office. You don't pay me tithe and offering. You don't give me seeds. I cannot use my salary, my income, my revenue to solve the problem of Nigeria when your president cannot solve it. Dangote cannot solve it. So this really pissed me off. And the next time anybody tries it again, I will have you blocked permanently. That's emotional blackmail. I don't fall for it. We've not done our feeding exercise. We feed beggars. We used to feed beggars every month. We've not done it in 6 months. Taswas was talking to me about, I don't know how to come and raise the money for it. How do we raise? Then one person just comes and walk away with 1 million naira this night. I know how. I know my kind of followers. In one night, we raised 4 million naira for the person that had kidney issues. 1 live, 1 hour. Ask Sabio. So that's how she'll come like this and, I'm not for social media cruise. I could have jumped on it and used it as an opportunity to, no. No. Never you ever. I can show you my stomach. See my own stomach to me too, I'm pregnant. Please, let this never ever happen again. Ever from anybody. If I don't know you one-on-one, you've not spoken to me, we've not sent we have a Free Nation verification team. They will come to your house to verify whether your charity is charitable. So it's either you are contributing to the matter on ground, or you are paying Daddy Freeze for my life to come and talk about what you want us to talk about. Let me tell you how funny this thing is. Somebody has given me money before. That time I was charging 1 million naira. Paid me 1 million naira. He said he wants to come and raise funds on my life for his sickness. I looked at him, I'm like, you are obviously going to make money from this. He was raising money on behalf of someone. If you could invest 1 million naira, that means you are looking at making like 20 million. I told the guy, send me your account. I refunded his money to him. I said, I'm not once, like 4 to 5 different occasions. People have called me and said, Daddy Freeze, I need you to help me to charity, as in they will pay to come and be a charitable case. I never heard, as in, you'll be amazed the kind of things we see and hear. And also, ever since that woman with the COS matter came, and I tried to help a stranger, it has backfired. So any help I want to do now, you will go through like 50 processes. The reason why I helped the other guy that is because he came from Sabio. And Sabio is somebody I respect. If it doesn't come from somebody like on that cadre that I respect, I will not touch it with a pole. Whether you realize it or not, there was a child we raised money for about 7 years ago. Benaya, ask Shukbo, they know the story. The father sat on the floor and was crying that his baby needs a heart surgery, and nobody donated any money. We raised 90 million naira. Not just that, not just Free Nation, everybody that contributed. Do you know that media houses were going to the back and collecting 12 million, collecting money from the guy? The guy, after the boy died, the guy called me up one day. He said that he wants to give, for the assistance I did for him, he wants to give me 500,000. We had a woman who was suffering from breast cancer. It was done in church that day. Shukwa was there. I gave them the account number of the hospital. I said, if you want to dash me 500k, use it to pay 500k into this woman. Let this woman collect it as treatment from the hospital. I did not agree to collect 1 naira from him. Thank you so much, Isaac, for correcting me. I did not connect. The 500, Shukwa was there. They are all aware of it. The 500k that he said, inside this money, that fees would really help, blah, 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 blah. I said, no. Instead of giving me any money, I brought the woman forward. I said, this woman's sister is, the sister now, Kukuma, still died. If I remember the story, ask Shukwa. It was in church that day that the guy came and said, I'm putting 500,000. I said, this woman has cancer. They are treating her in Abuja. Pay it to the hospital. Let the woman go and collect treatment worth 500,000. This was about 6 years ago. That case nearly put me in trouble. On top, say I help person. It can't be like say me and the person collect money. What saved me was that recharge card that guy did not buy for me. Not that the guy was not a nice guy, but I just didn't want anything from him. He said people were actually, that there was one media guy that collected 12 million from him. So be careful with what happens in this media. That's why in the Free Nation, if I do any charity for you, we will collect the money in our NGO, and we'll be the ones to disperse it. I don't bring people, then I will put your account number. Alone, and I've known people to be extremely ungrateful. At least if I put Free Nation account, I can see how much came in. Whether na 100,000, whether na 20,000, whether na 50,000, I will see exactly how much came in. There are people gave over ₦1 million and came and told me it was 200,000 naira only once. It was only 200,000 they gave me. Luckily, I now met the person. The person said it was 1 point something million and showed evidence. As in ungrateful people. Want to Kpai any? You don't know what I've seen. I've seen people where hand don't come out. I've seen all sorts of cases. My DM is full. I can forward you cases. So please, and I will not take it again. We're having a conversation about a whole country. DM me your problem. Now me go bring you come my life. You cannot jump on my life and say you have a problem. You did not even, if you had even spoken about the matter at hand, this you've shown wisdom, and then at the end of say, Daddy, please, I'm really struggling, or please, I need you if you can help me. It will be different. You just jumped in, I need your help. What nonsense. Okay, Besori Life, the first thing you brought your own problem. We are dealing with a national issue. You just messed up that whole conversation for us. Please, if you want to dash anybody, I'm selling my money gun. Come and buy my money gun. If I don't know what to do with money. Everybody go, they jump, they wine. Nigeria is a country of whiners. So it's not, if she wants anything, she goes to my, why didn't B.O.? Do you know how many times B.O. comes to my life? Why didn't B.O. just one day, Daddy Freeze, I have this guy. He sent it to me by DM first. Daddy Freeze, what do you think about helping with this matter? I said, Baba, it's you, no problem. So please, let me bring Femi Aderogba. One reason why I like Femi Aderogba, and I'm going to say this because one thing with me is I'm transparent to the fault where people think that you can't have a secret with me. It's not true. Femi Aderogba is in this Nigeria. He said, Daddy Freeze, I want to be paying to, because I said, Baba, I charge a lot. I no go collect money from you. Every month, I will give you one free post. That's the second suya. Yeah, hello? Yes, good evening. All right, I'm sending you the access code right now. So, do you know that Femi Aderogba said you pay? I say, Laila, you are always on my life. Why should I charge you? No, I'll give you one free post every month. Just write it off like that. Baba came back and said he wants a second post. This time he will pay. That is somebody I will respect. Pastor Fola said, Daddy Freeze, post me on your story. He said it to me. Pastor Fola is always on my life. The least he can ask me to do is post him on my story. The only problem I have with Pastor Fola is in Free Nation, we don't use Jesus. So he sent me a video that did not have Jesus. I had to listen to it because we, Free Nation, we don't believe, say, there was any savior called Jesus. Now, in both European colonialist mentality, now they use take hold us for work. So he spoke about God, he spoke about his motivations. So I posted it for him. Because I respect the fact that whether he comes and quarrels with me, he is here on the live every time. So I appreciate if Pastor Fola be like this, God forbid, should he need money, I will help him without thinking because he's one of us. Then you just come from nowhere, jump in the middle of my life, and then no. I'm sorry, I got really upset with that. I'm sorry. Let me bring Femi Aderogba. Let him just say something so we can end on that high. At least Femi Aderogba understands politics and government-related issues. So I would just like to end with that.
Yeah.
Femi Aderogba, how far?
Fine. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, listening to that voice note, was it a call that Bike Dabiri is being? I was not getting that part precisely.
Yes.
On what matter, or what is the reason?
Let me throw a shout out to Belinda Quadri. Belinda Quadri is a radio presenter from Ibadan. Her husband used to be my boss in Nigeria Info. So big shout out to Belinda Quadri and of course her husband, who was much younger than me but was a fantastic boss, because I worked remotely, so I was answering to him, had a wonderful time with him. Big shout out to Sheriff Quadri, the last boss I had before I retired and started working for myself. So big shout out to his wife. His wife is here with us. Let's appreciate her. All right, going over to you.
I want to get that narrative. Why is Bike Dabiri being sued? I think I was not getting.
She said because of defamation, that one of the lawyers of the Amaka girl is saying that they picked on Amaka, that the same treatment for other people in other countries who have been doing this thing, Amaka did it, and why it wasn't those. Anybody can sue for anything. I hope you are aware of that.
Yeah, because I actually want to get that part right. That was why I was asking that question. Okay, let's first go back to that woman's matter. This matter, I said, I understand why she could have acted that way. I understand that social media right now is being toxic because some people believe once they japa, they were able to have access to good background, they have good phone, they can always come online to be content curator. Unfortunately, it does not operate that way. Now, like we said, the basics of of the problem on ground was that she did what was wrong. And talking about government and policy, and at the same time as law enforcement, there are instances that the government will not arrest everybody. They need one scapegoat. Now, if you look at that particular situation, that video was actually a viral. I'm not sure it's not as viral as that. That's number one. Let's not forget this guy, Tiami UK. Don't forget that when Tiami made that blunder, they spread it all around. But the blunder of Tiami does not have heavy gravity as that of this particular guy, that woman. How about Bobrisky? Maybe there were so many people that were spraying money publicly that were not doing it right. So that the suit Bike Dabiri, I understand that you may want to make a lot of defense for doing the wrong and you want to claim it as right. But I don't think that should really be the issue, because number one, Bike Dabiri actually is discharging her responsibility. She hasn't done anything wrong in revealing her identity. She has not done anything wrong in also ensuring that the law enforcement officer, they take charge of the case. So to me, I don't see that as reasonable. What I see as reasonable is that many Nigerians on Instagram especially, they should now understand that it's not all about coming online and yarning rubbish. That is about content curation. For instance, now I remember there was something last year when the government said, that if you want to even be a content creator, you must go through certain certificate. No. It does not work that way. It's what is showing right now on social media. There are some people who are just there, who just want to, they want to hear their thoughts out in an emotional manner. They are not even educated. Talk less of knowing the principle that is guiding the social media usage. But what was it called itself? Instagram itself has its policy on the use of hate speech, on the use of bullying others.
Yeah. Just be careful with the words. Just.
All right. Instagram also have a way of saying that if you say what is not really good, they can also have a way of sanctioning you. So if Abike Jabiri has actually also used that as a sample, it's just a way to tell others that you can see if your video go viral and you don't mind what you are saying, these are the implications. So it's normal. It's normal. Even when we are talking about low traffic offenders, the government arrests everybody. No. They only sample one person or two people, and that will make other people to sit right. So let's not just mingle the matter. The only moral lesson here, like I've been saying, is that people should stop playing a politics of Inumbimi, because Inumbimi.
Because are the vets.
Yes. So people should now understand that politics and conversation should be done in a polite manner. You can hear your opinion without having to vex with others. That's number one. Number two, stereotyping is also another problem we are having today. Many people believe that, Tony, you said I'm biased. Well, maybe you can come on and tell that the reason why I'm biased. Maybe you don't understand the gravity of what she was saying. Maybe you don't understand that if she has said that, do you know how many people on her that were also supporting her in Igbo language? Do you know how many people who say, oh, she should carry on, she should proceed with that? So let's have a scapegoat. That scapegoat will make other people to sit right. If a Yoruba man is also doing that in the future, make it to go viral. When it go viral, we also bring it to the police attention, and they should do the needful. So the scapegoat is there at this moment, and the government has actually done it. So there is no reason why I should be making it go upside down, blah blah of a thing. If Jami can be a scapegoat for other community, and many of them were even sending the videos, I see your brother, see what he did though. At least the guy was, we understand he makes some mistakes, but they made it go viral. But in this case, just let's know that a scapegoat has been made. Let her defend herself. If she can make a good defense, good. If she cannot make a good defense, let it be a lesson for we that we are just coming up on social media, that we cannot just come out and be saying, nonsensical thing because of certain things. So that would be my take in that. And on the last note, my take as well is important for us to learn history. History is vital in our life. Whether you like it or not, like that, one of those things that the priest always fight for is the way some pastors has interpreted the Bible. If they believe that are being interpreted upside down, and that's why it come up to educate people, of course. So now, at the time, in this history carriage of the thing, the way they present the history of Biafra, the history of colonization to us, they make it to look like Yoruba are actually the real problem of Nigeria. And that is the source why you will see many people online who are not of the other tribe, who are of the other tribe, they always just want to nail the Yoruba people wrongly. My dear brother and sister, we are now in the 21st century, where you have access to quality historical books. Read your book. Go and read history about Nigeria and know that Nigeria was made for unity. And no one was actually an order. The point there is just remains that there are some people that made it wrong at that time. Awolowo was not the issue. Nnamdi Kanu was not the issue. It was just a kind of problem that was coming out of overzealousness of a particular region. So let's not misinterpret history in another way, and let's learn, like I do say, learn from people. Stop this vexing politics. Stop this is an Igbo man. Like, okay, if the Gogoli is here now, we'll be three. That the priest is supporting Showore. I am supporting Atiku. Boom. And you see how divided we are, even as Yoruba people. We are the enemy of anybody. We have right to choose who we like. Let people's rights be respected, either on social media or off social media. But as far as Abike Badabri case is concerned, I see it as a no case. She should just go and face the law. That would be my solution.
Thank you so much, Femi Ade Rogba. Would anybody else want to shed some light? Bongoli is here. Okay. I saw Timi Agbaje. Timi Agbaje is a lawyer. And Bongoli, where are you? I can't see you. I can't see Bongoli.
Bongoli has come back to Jebu Ode. Maybe it's Jebu Ode network that is affecting him right now.
Bongoli. Only network hometown where we live. Oh, good, brother. Anybody else? I can't get Bongoli. Okay, I'm bringing Brandy Garuba.
That if it's really find Bongoli.
I don't send them request.
Bongoli come up.
He's not coming up. I sent a direct request to him. Brandy Garuba, put on your lights. Abi, you don't get belay, you won't come beg for money.
Daddy Freeze, I'm sorry. You know, I was among those people that was saying, let's help her. I don't see you vex like this.
Baba, that thing vex me. Now,
you
know
when it comes, good evening, everyone. You know, when it comes to baby like this, I'm very, very. That spot is just there.
My case is okay, be quiet on fleet. Oh, mama, do more. Oh, I lose you. Wala, ma ba won to. Oh, George.
Good evening, everyone.
Sorry. Brandy, do you speak Yoruba?
I don't hear.
Okay, now only Femi go understand what I talk. No, leave him. Oh yeah, go ahead, Brandy. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, for me, she was wrong. I think she should just face the law, and people should stay off that kind of a person because she's very bitter. Any human that is bitter like that, they can do anything because it starts with here. Daddy Freeze. It's not just by here. It starts with here. Yeah. So, and I think she needs to seek some help because you can't just go on life that everybody is going to watch that life, see those kind of stuff. You just pour this kind of stuff out there. You understand? We are all one. Yoruba, Igbo, anywhere, we are one. All one. There's no need of all this fight. We have enough problem already in our country. You understand? Some people cannot even eat 2 square meals now.
Sorry, please, where are you? Are you in Nigeria?
No. I'm not in Nigeria. I'm in Paris.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I want Olympic.
No.
She don't run Olympic finish. You know, see I'm whole touch. This time myself, they watch, they follow Olympic. All right, we have a guy that is showing us ceiling fan, showing us light, showing us moon. Brother, what's going on?
I actually sent my sister a message today. She was telling me, sis, I buy fuel yesterday. Oh, I don't have enough fuel. I said, what are you trying to tell me? I know she was trying to tell me that I have to send that money to fill a tank. But she couldn't say it, you understand? So everywhere is just hard.
A liter of your fuel is almost $1, right? The only thing is that it's free. But we, that's why I need Bongoli here.
He didn't send me a request. I tried to send him directly. He didn't come.
But I'm actually sorry. I'm actually sorry for the lady that the freeze. I know you were so angry, but forgive us. We that was on the comment section already typing that, okay, let's help her. You understand? So I'm very, very sorry. That the freeze, you know me now when it comes to baby issues.
No problem. So, go get Bele. If you want baby, go get Bele.
No now.
All right, this brother that has been showing us ceiling fan and light. What's your name? Can we talk?
Daddy Freeze. The man God loves so much.
Well done, brother.
I agree.
All right, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I've not been following your program, but there was a time about 2 years ago. I don't come across your program about 2 years ago. And then I never to know my father well. I never to know God very well. You understand, sir? I'm not just recently, all of a sudden, I come across this same ritual assignment, and in the process, I Larry freeze. Me, my generation, I will let them recognize you by all means. It's by force. You get
Thank
why?
you very much, brother.
You get I understand I don't have a bigger platform to, but I will do the work of God to the best level as I can. We will not do the physical one. That is why my face is do me like because I'm not really today interested in the face side, Baba. You understand? So please don't be
Yes.
angry with that. Please.
No, it's okay, brother.
But God knows those where really the servant, where they call it there. Even as you sit down for there, so I swear you a special pastor where really go the school, go do everything, no, we are good for neck, carry no thing for that. Baba, God knows those where really the servant. I am not saying there are no real ones there. I'm saying that God recognizes those that are really serving Him and doing His work better. And those that are using His name to keep extorting money publicly and, making people like they have, the system already has been brainwashed. Now people say don't even know where God really is because of confusion. They don't even know, darkness don't take over almost everywhere. But there's still one light. And that light would rise every dead bone by the grace of God, because it is God that owns that light. It is not man.
Thank you so much, my brother. It's just that we have a topic that we are talking about today.
Yes, sir. I know. And I wanted to confirm something like that. Is it possible if someone who is interested in building a house of God, do your program support anything like that? Like anyone coming with a new foundation who don't want to be in a collaboration with any church? Because I've been trying to do some things, but the kind of deal and things is not working with the kind of direction what God wants me to do. You understand? It's not easy.
Maybe Femi Adirogba will answer on my behalf.
No, I think any other discussion apart from this discussion, it's better to make subject matter right now is actually based on what is happening in Canada and in Nigeria. So we understand that you are religious matter now, but that will actually be a issue.
All right, thank you. But can I drop one thing on that? Those that have given up on God, they should understand that God is starting from those places that say God is scientist. You see those people where they say my father is a scientist, Nigeria they start from this flood and this sickness when they come. Before it go reach Nigeria, and I must get sense. Our people will get sense. I know mislead my generation. We must do it like this time. Thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless you, brother.
Regarding the subject,
at this point, I think I've run out of what to say, and also patience. We don't try. Abike Dabiri, come and carry your people.
Now,
Daddy, please. I pay my dues today. I send you money gone. Oh. This month I don't pay my dues. Oh.
You send one money gone. Go back there and pop 5 money guns now. What nonsense. And you have mouth to say you sent one money gun of $2.
Okay, next week I'll send 2. Let me be doing it like that. So I know I'm.
Are you doing money gun at Joe? Show of in that Johnny. Send it to. Are you doing a susu?
Sorry?
I said that those in America are paying. How come? Are you sure she's in America or she's in America, Canada?
No, she's in Paris. This lady is in Paris.
I'm in Paris.
Okay, now.
I'm in Paris.
Okay.
See Tolu. Tolu, I miss you. Good evening.
Tolu Honiki, in your me. Tolu Honiki na my person, special person. In your nla. In your pataki. Omo nla.
And we urge every Nigerian to let us, we should start.
Someone said, DF, what can we on Instagram send you? People are talking, you people are interrupting, people that want to send something. What kind of nonsense is that? Let me pin what the person is saying. Lotana is making a very important contribution to the matter. Look at how he's analyzing the situation on the ground. That is the best analysis in this whole Abike Dabiri, Amaka, Canada, Austria, Nigeria. This is it. Daddy Freeze, what can we on Instagram send? That's the message there. Here's my account number. TikTok people. Let me mute you people. This is a matter of national importance. 100 131 7326 Zenith Bank. I say that again. 100 131 7326. That's what you can send on Instagram. Just straight to Zenith Bank. I just hope Zenith Bank is working. Somebody paid for my services today. I never see the money. The person they provoke. I tell them, say, see Zenith, you make you calm down.
Now, opportunity to clear some here about certain things which I appear to be misconception. The first misconception is all about the role the Yoruba played in Nigeria having the first civilian government. I think that is where our differences start coming from, especially we that we love talking about Nigeria matter.
Mm-hmm.
Or who have been calling Yoruba coward, who has been calling Yoruba as Ole. Let me be using some Yoruba words so that I will not miss. So who has called Yoruba Ole? Who has called Yoruba Odale? Call Yoruba all sorts of names as far as certain issue is concerned when it comes to historical development in Nigeria. The first thing I need is that the history about the first military government in Nigeria is deeper than we think. Why Yoruba came into that picture and it now appear like they are the Ole, they are the Odale. It is not all about Igbos. It was an internal issue between Ladoke Akintola and the great Awolowo as at that time. They were having internal party issues. And Ladoke Akintola decided to align with the Northerner, while Obafemi Awolowo decided to align with the Easterner. And that was where the first issue came from. Now, for Ladoke Akintola to affiliate with the government of the day, which were Northerner, it was simply because Awolowo was overzealous about ensuring that there is a marriage between the Eastern politician and Western politician. And it was as a result of that we had a reason, we had a Yoruba supporting the Northerner, and we also have another Yoruba. So it is not as they have told us that Yoruba were the one that voted for the Easterner. The Easterner were the one that cover around Bosolo. What I mean by that, they were the one that dig their hand into what their mind cannot carry. Number one, as at that time, Nigeria was operating on a civilian government platform. But the issue was that the Ojukwu, he was overzealous. He said because, and that's why I want us to also know that the INEC issue we're talking about in this country never starts from today. It started over 60 years ago. INEC issue over 60 years ago. The first election we had was not even was not chaired by Yoruba man. It was rather chaired by someone from Cross River. So meaning that even if you want to be practicing that kind of vexing politics we are practicing, we should have rather be we Yoruba should rather be the one vexing. That how will we first organize election after independence? And that election was neither free nor fair. Now, those that partook in that particular poll, or who chaired that particular poll, they were non-Yorubas. Meaning that when we are even talking about government instability in Nigeria, it all comes from the north and the east. That's number one. Number two, I want to also know that when they first carried the first coup, look at it. When they want to buy those they believe that are affecting the country, they buy the northern premier, they buy the western premier, and they also buy the head of state, and they spared the eastern leader as at that time. If we are talking about this tribalism of the thing talking about, we should trace it back to that time. That should be what's it called? That should be 1965, 1962. When we should trace the tribalism we are talking about to. And when we are even talking about how it got started, we can say the man that was taking the government was actually the major motivator of that.
You know what? I think we need to talk about Biafra. What led to it? I'm going to bring a Hausa guy, I'm going to bring a Yoruba guy, and I'm going to bring an Igbo guy. This is a very, very tough conversation that must be had with every stakeholder present, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's very nice. But I think one of the problem we have in that Nigeria is INEC, because that's my major problem. I just think INEC, they are just doing that. They are not supposed to be there.
They have to be there.
Yes. Yes, but they are not doing their job.
No, that's what we said. The structure in the system will not make it work. And I think how we can start solving the issue we have on social media is what Adifriki said. Let's start having a conversation around our history. When we first have our history, we'll be able around that. By so doing, all these kind of policies of vets that we are practicing among ourselves will first be minimized. Number two, the INEC of the thing you are talking about, I must be honest with you, sister, is beyond, because the processes and the procedure going underground is mightier than even what can actually imagine. But as far as the unity of this country is concerned, it's essential that every Nigerian, both the one abroad and the one at home, we should see ourselves as an entity. An Igbo man should see Yoruba man as his friend. An Hausa man should see man as his friend. And the only way we can get there is our history right. Let's understand that what has happened, and let's leave all those things that has happened in the past. Let's face our future is getting Nigeria to work. Thank God for Dangote for us. May his refinery be profitable. Thank God for Dangote. Much and more of such development in this country. At least Dangote refinery is going to make Nigeria to also start becoming a tourist center for economic development. If you know, for religious activity. So at the same time, it's very important for every stakeholder in political scene to understand that there is law guiding our character. That if free study mass communication,
sociology.
Okay, but because that the free prove himself in that field of journalism, and I think with his years of experience, I have not seen him entering into a legal battle, something that is against the law as far as communication is concerned. That's what we call professionalism. I understand that we are all passionate to be social media. I understand that we are all passionate to be able to also come and talk and hear our opinion. But it goes beyond pressing Instagram button and coming up to talk. It takes research, emotional management, listening to other people, and also tolerance to be able to be a communicator on social media.
You're very correct.
We should understand that there is a unified system that governs how social media behavior is done. You can say some things offline, we may not know about it, but just know that if you are coming on social media, mind what you say, and don't let overconfidence be your guiding thing, because that man was saying that I am ready to face the music, record me. Ordinarily, she ought to have controlled herself. That apology, what I have said, I think is wrong. I take back my word. But rather, she was even saying, record me. You can stay to anywhere.
She even said she's a Canada citizen, that nothing's going to happen to her.
Anyway, guys, it's time we brought this to an end. We've been on for 2 hours plus. Thank you so much, Brandy. Thank you so much, Femi. Make I go rest more today on Friday. God bless us all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all so much.
Your lesson is very, 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 very helpful. Thank you so much.
And God bless you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.